Good day and welcome to a look at Vampire Crawlers. So, if anyone here knows, I love Vampire Survivors. It is one of my favorite games. I've played like over 100 and something hours of that game easily. It is one of my most favorite roguelikes just because of the simplicity, the enjoyment of the game, everything like that. And I thought, you know what, let's take a look at Vampire Crawlers, which is like their new game that they kind of have uh, made. So it's essentially a roguelike, but it is a deck building roguelike. So whereas you can see, like, obviously with Vampire Survivors it was your kind of like bullet hell roguelike, this one is a deck builder. So it is, you follow a map, you pick up items, and you can see here you play cards in ascending mana cost order for a combo multiplier. So basically, if we play a 0 and then a 1, then we get a mana cost multiplier, which is pretty cool. I'm just trying to see, how do we rotate the camera here? Then, like, no way to... I think there has to be, surely. There we go. Maybe we should look at the controls. Move forward, move right, turn right. Okay, left arrows, show deck pile, play all, end turn. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can see. Does that look like a chest? Okay, and then we can play knife, and King Bible, and we get a combo multiplier, which you can't really see on the side. We kind of can. There we go. Boom. Nice. Choose axe. Okay. So obviously this is just the tutorial. This is just the the game in development. It's not anything set in stone. But if you've played any kind of I want to say Balatro deck building kind of game, I think you'll get the gist of what this game is. It's essentially, there we go, got an extra mana point. So it's essentially a, can we walk across grass? No. Okay, we have to follow the path. Obviously it's a tutorial. But essentially it's a game where, you deck building. So you build a roster of cards. Those cards will have certain costs. And your goal is to play as many cards as possible to be able to have a good time in the game. So I think it's going to be super interesting to see how the different mechanics come across, and what will make the game, what's going to give the game like a super kind of like unique spin on the whole genre. I think this movement aspect could be something interesting. I think the movement aspect could be something very interesting, because a lot of these games, like if you play the deck builder like Slay the Spire, choosing your path is so important. So I think choosing your path like this is very unique. Are there going to be hubs? Are there going to be towns? We can see here there's a town hall. So we can see there's a town hall. We can see, we can track our unlocks here. And this is a graveyard. Seems like the place for options, it says, so that's cool. Got a graveyard. Then we've got the world map. And then track your unlocks. So nothing too crazy, it seems. Rescue Antonio, reach level 10, reach level 15. Reach level 10 in Mad Forest. Playing Rune Tracer card. So let's just go have a play on a map here. Let's just go into the world map. So we got Mad Forest, we got the village. So obviously our hub. Then we got Mad Forest. Once a thriving haven, now a dump. So all the locations seem to be inspired by obviously Vampire Survivors, which shouldn't surprise anyone. So let's see. If we go in sequential order, we will deal more. But then we didn't deal any damage. Okay. We still have the 20% buff, it seems. Add 4 armor, crawler. Deal 10% when a red card is played. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So if a red card is played. So we need a King Bible, because we need something that scales up. Now do the enemies move? Doesn't seem like it. Just kind of going around in a circle here. Testing it out. Okay, so if we go whip, spinach, and whip again. Whip it. Very cool. I like the effects, weirdly enough. It's very cool to see the Vampire Survivors world in this manner. I think so often you don't really tend to see it in this way because you're watching from like your 2D, your 2D point of view downwards. So I think that's always interesting because that's a boss bat, so to say. Let's see, we're gonna do armor into spinach to get the multiplier, and then that gives us something. And then we're gonna whip into King Bible. That's gonna clear everyone. I think we will take another knife. Seems like getting multiple cards obviously just adds a card to your deck. I should look and see if there's a skip option. So we're gonna all just 0 right now. And then whip. King Bible. Nice. So the thing with the spinach is, although it may seem a bit weird, the spinach seems like it stays through multiple turns. So although you're not necessarily getting like a big buff now, like if you see here, getting that 20%, that 20% sits there, permanently for the duration of combat, and that's, I think, where it matters a lot. I'm trying to just level up once more to see if there is, a like incentive. Ooh, I think we've cleared everyone out. So it looks like it's map 1 of 4. Okay, so if we do this, and then to whip, and then see, now we've got 55 damage. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be a skip button. Prioritize attackers, deals a chance to get knocked back. And we're just going to take this. Nice. That's pretty good. And then if we go like this, into this, into this, you see how that spinach is still staying there. So that's going to be interesting. It's like trading off buffs that are permanent more than, potentially taking on buffs that are, how can one say, like temporary. Let's take Magic Wand just to try it out. Might as well try out all the different abilities. So now we've got gold. What we get now? Gem Hammer to add gems card. Okay. So let's see. We're obviously picking up hit twice as hard. Choose a gem. Cash out. Insert gem into a card. I feel like it should logically go into King Bible, eh? Because that's our combo card. So if we go, like Antonio, and then just do this, I felt like the right play. Okay, so there's another boss that we can explore. So we'll go whip. Easy peasy. Of course it's easy peasy, it's a tutorial. But it's posing some interesting posing some interesting scenarios, I think, where you can see the deck building aspect. How complex it'll get will be interesting. We spend that 1 mana and do this roller. Tried something. There we go. Antonio. Let's see. You have the characters as well. Okay, let's see. So it's not in every Bible, it's just in the one Bible. That's interesting. Oh, we took a fair chunk of damage there. Double up damage, hit twice as hard. And then we can obviously gem every card that we get. Okay. So that makes more sense now. Another mana. So that now means picking up like a 2 card could be very interesting. Okay. Very good. Let's take on the bat. Let's go. Let's do it. Big damage off of that card. I got the skellies. And then now, should do big damage. And then, should do decent damage. Ooh. There we go. Now we need to do damage to this guy. Ideally I would play this first, then this, then this. Eh? 290 damage seems pretty good. This, and this, and this. Seems pretty good to me. Got no more King Bibles. Would be nice if they gave you the option to, skip out. I want to say, like, skip out on a card. But so far, so good. I think it's been pretty cool. It's interesting. It's definitely a lot of fun, and you can kind of see now, like, something taking shape. Whether it's going to be, amazing, I think will be, debatable. What's this? Mash. Okay. There we go. Big EXP, of course. My HUD seems to have disappeared. I don't know if that's by choice or what. I don't know. But yeah, seems to be long gone, my HUD. Let's take more King Bibles. Yeah, I don't know where my HUD went, but okie dokie. Let's see if there's. See if there's a chest anywhere. So interesting to me that they don't have a skip function, because in any deck builder that's quite a crucial aspect. Because you see, the thing with deck builders is you need to have the ability to remove cards or skip cards, because a lot of them focus on needing to have very specific, like, deck builds. You're building a deck of cards, essentially. If you've played any Magic the Gathering or anything of such nature, you'll know exactly why you need to have a why you need to have a different style of build per deck. So yeah, it's very interesting to see that they don't seem to have this. It's not like a deal breaker or anything, but I'm sure they'll add one in as we go along. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Ooh. There we go. We'll take an armor. Why not? Ooh, mega chest. Increase might stat. Draws a card. Hits twice as hard. Draws a card, I guess. Probably should be good to put on the whip or something. And then what? We can go deeper. I think we're on the final stage. Let's just try and see what happens at the end of these stages. Very interested now. See what happens. How does the progress carry across? That's the real question now. We've seen a bit of the gameplay. It's time to see, okay, what brings it next. Very lovely combo that. But it's good to see that there's... Oh, here we go. Bing upgrades. So you can't get a permanent stat boost. Okay, awesome. So we add it to here. We get 1 extra armor. Okay, awesome. So cards can have stat boosts. You can also gem them. So that's cool. That's already quite an interesting combination, I think, overall. Let's see, whip me. Whip it real good. Oh yeah, that Bible combo is so lovely. Should we just roll? Should we just roll and see? I think so. Whip it! They're quite tanky, eh? There we go. We got a permanent stat boost. I'll take this. Another permanent stat boost. Whip it. There we go. Whip. Come on, let's check out the Mantis. Building up some cool stat buffs. There we go. Look at that. So what do we get? This is the last shit. Increase arena stat. Okay, let's see. So add that to our Bibles. There we go. Oh, there's the Reaper. Ow. Stage complete. Cool. 12 minutes. Antonio Balpese. Bonus coins 500. With King Bible, huge damage. New unlocks. Okay, cool. So what we get? Crawlers. Ask crawlers to join your party. Okay. So we can buy that character. So now, if we go there, and we remove him. Oh, there we go. We can equip her instead. Oh, they got a voice now. That's interesting. Power ups. Let's see, what do we unlock? Anything else? No, just Town Hall tracker unlocks. Okay. 9 of 131. Is this all in the demo? That'd be very crazy. Let's see. Area. I feel like honestly, armor feels pretty strong in this game. which makes sense. It's very expensive to buy. So it does seem to be valued quite strong. Like it's even more expensive than reroll. But rerolls also will be quite powerful. That's cool. Yeah, let's we'll try this out a bit more. I think we'll play a bit more of this. This is really cool.